Okay, all right, everybody, welcome back to Timeout Podcast, season 2, episode 2. That sounds right. Um, we back as promised for to have some good time with you guys, and let's get it. So, Ollie, what's good, man?
Man, long work week. You know how it is. Every single time you get a couple days off, your job wants to, be like, okay, now we're gonna put you to work. That's exactly what they've been doing to me. They've been putting me to work.
Uh, that's a fact, man. That's usually how it is. You have to pay back those vacation time with blood, sweat, and tears. Oh
Exactly.
yeah, but what's going on in WNBA world?
Oh,
What's
man,
happening?
injuries are happening right now. The fever is
It's
suffering.
everywhere, man.
Yeah, the injury bug waits for nobody.
Mm,
They just WNBA just lost two guard, not WNBA. The Indiana Fever just lost two guards in
hmm
Sydney Colson and Ari McDonald. I believe Sydney Colson tore her ACL,
Oh, so
and
she's done for the season.
yeah, they're both out for the entire season. Yeah, they lost two guards for the entire season, and then
So,
Caitlin Clark is also out with a groin injury. So
man, groin injury.
yeah,
That's
groin. That's
that's usually something you hear in the men's side, but hey,
hey, groin injuries. They don't discriminate.
they don't. Yep, yep,
We
yep.
both have them.
So, what are the expectations for like the Fevers and the team that are losing players?
Well, right now they don't have any guard depth, so that's obviously going to hurt them from being able to move the ball. More importantly, they can't sign for how in the men's game when it gets really rough, it's not
hmm
even a men's game only thing, but when it gets really rough for your team, you're able to sign a player to your team because of what they call a hardship rule. The
hmm
Fever can't even do that yet.
Why not?
Because they have call it 9 available players currently, so they can't even.
So they
It's
will be able to do that if they had 8 or 7.
no, they have 9 players available to play going into their next game, which is tomorrow, I believe. So
Okay.
after Saturday, they should be able to claim hardship and sign a player if they need to. But as far as their current roster, they're kind of stuck and working with what they gotta have to work with until they can add to the roster. And then Ari McDonald, the other player, the other guard, she fractured her foot, and there's no timetable for her. She's gone for the rest of the season too. But she fractured her foot in the same game that Sydney Colson tore her ACL. So both their guards got
Yikes.
hurt
So
in the
both got
same
out in the
game.
same game. That's
Yeah,
crazy. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy
which
stuff.
which which really sucks because you're looking at two very important players for their team, obviously,
hmm
but more so from I really like Sydney Colson can play, but she's one of those very energetic players that you kind of if there was any awards for team chemistry, Sydney would be up there.
Like in the discussion.
Yeah, like the same passion I have for Jameis Winston, where you're like, there's nothing you could do to make me hate Jameis Winston. There's you can't make me hate Sydney Colson either. She has that energy, and that
All right.
sucks to lose that for the rest of the season.
I mean, maybe somebody else might come up and fill the void or fill some of the void. You never
That
know, man.
that'll be very hard to do, and a couple trades happened too. I believe. I'm not gonna be able to touch on all of them, but I am gonna touch on one
Yeah.
that sparked my attention.
hmm
Let me just pull it up right now so I could give you guys all the details. All right, there is a I don't know, well, not a lot of people are going to be familiar with her, but she's one of these players that I've been following for quite some time now. Her name is Dejanay Carrington. Are
Mm-hmm.
you familiar with that name? She was on the Phoenix Sun. She was on the Phoenix Sun, or not the Phoenix Sun, the Connecticut Sun
Yeah.
last season, and she was the one who introduced. I say that's what happened. People might disagree with me. She welcomed Caitlin Clark to the league, in my opinion, with the defense.
Oh,
With the
defense.
defense,
Okay.
yeah, like she was
She locked down.
yeah, she was a pest on defense against Caitlin Clark in one of her first games, and that was to me was Caitlin Clark's welcome to the league moment. Y'all can argue with me later in the comments about that, but she was recently traded. Like she had left that team, gone to the Dallas team, the Dallas
Mm-hmm.
Wings team, and they ended up trading her. And the Dallas
Where?
Wings to Minnesota.
So she's
Yeah,
in the Lynx
at
now?
Minnesota. She's a member of the Lynx now. And
Mm.
you're talking about a player who's going from a losing situation to now a team fighting for a championship.
A
And
championship. Yep,
she had
yep.
some words to say. She was like suddenly she's having fun playing again. And that suddenly she like trusts the team more, trusts the coaches more.
Mm-hmm.
So that to me that raised an alarm because that's letting me know that there's losing because your team is young and your team has to grow, but then there's also losing because players don't trust what the coach is doing or players don't trust what the organization is doing. So to me
There's
that's kind of
also, I think there's also losing because the organization doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
that's
That
and that could be what's happening over there because the Wings they they were the worst not on paper they shouldn't be the worst team, but they were the worst one of the worst teams in the league last year,
mm,
especially when you factor in the fact that they were able to draft Paige Beckers. You know, if you're getting high draft picks, your team's not that good. That's one of the
no,
telltale
no,
signs that
they
your
not
team
they
is
nope,
struggling
nope.
because
That's
you're
a
able
one.
to,
That's the requirement to get a high draft pick, a lottery
that's
pick.
and that's exactly where the Wings are. They find themselves there again. And when they got Dejanay Carrington, I looked at it as a positive because that's a player who brings a lot to a team with her tenacity on defense. She drives really, really well to the basket too,
Hmm.
and it just kind of I can't pin for me after hearing what she had to say and even watching a couple games. I saw a couple clips of when a coach draws up a play and the starting lineup is like, what are we looking at?
Hmm. Hmm.
That happened a lot of times throughout the season so far for the Wings, and I just feel like if a player like a Dejanay Carrington, who's supposed to be one of those pieces that you add to your roster to add a spark to it, if she wasn't able to do that, and on top of that, you trade her, you feel like she's the piece that you had to move in order to slightly improve your roster and prepare for the future. It's just telling me that it's a sticky situation there, even more so than we originally thought. Because realistically, I assume that they would be on the up and up this season because one, they drafted Paige, and two, they still have Arike. I'm gonna butcher this name. Oh, because I am not good with this. It's like you know what? You know what? Hold on. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. You're not gonna
But
make me look like a
why are
fool.
you looking for that name? When Paige came in,
She's a
was
rookie.
she, I know, but did she fit into the team chemistry? Because sometimes rookie come and there's like a lack of team chemistry in the team, so they're not fitting well with other players. But I know last week you were saying all how you were on her, and even AI was giving you reason by saying that she might be the
Rookie of the year.
rookie of the year.
Yeah.
But now, how does she fit with the team?
She's in a position where she's got a lot more responsibility being gifted to her the same way they did, high draft picks in last year's draft. Y'all know the name I'm finna say, but that's the that's the position she's in now, and her teammates welcomed it actually to the
Okay.
disagreement of their coach. They were like, "Well, we understand the role that we're trying to give her on the team. She's already assuming that role of not a leadership role, but being a leader in the locker room. not
Mm-hmm.
the leader, but a voice in the locker room that's a positive voice, an uplifting voice, which is good for chemistry in that regard. I haven't seen too many things or anything indicating that her teammates aren't fond of her, in that it's a chemistry thing. And also, I found the name. It's, oh God, Ogunbowale. Give me like 3 days and I'm gonna pronounce it like water because
I
that's
mean,
who.
I'm not even gonna try.
Hey, but no, she's uh been their best player for a while now, franchise player you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Guard Kyrie like, a lot of handles, could shoot off the dribble, very very aggressive basketball player. I thought pairing her with Paige and then having Dejanay Carrington as well would be enough to move the needle for the team to where they're not losing the way they're losing, but they're like it's like another not championship contender, but they're in the middle. And then
Okay.
the next year you got year 2 for Paige, so now she's acclimated to the league. Next year you take another step, and then you draft another player, and then you build on and you build on, and then to me it just feels like they think
Were
trading these.
they a team that you feel like might surprise people by going far in the playoff?
No,
No. Okay.
no, they're not there. They're not there. They're not there yet, in my opinion. They still got a lot of they got a lot more work to do. I just think them losing Dejanay is just more work for them to be able to make up for, if that makes sense. Because you're
Yeah, yeah.
banking, because now you're banking on being able to draft your way out of the situation. When realistically, if you've got a top prospect like a Paige Beckers, you can draft your way into success, but you don't want to end up wasting a player's potential or end up prioritizing a different player
Mm-hmm.
while you're doing that. You kind of have to have a nice happy medium of being able to build around the players that you have now, especially the players that you got in the lottery and your high drafted players that you're developing because you got them for a reason. And then the star franchise player that you have in Enrique, you have to be able to build around her better. This isn't like you get to a point where if you have, especially if you have a franchise player, you don't want to be trying to build in the draft still. You want to be able to make enough moves to upgrade your team kind of quickly so that even if you're not competing for a championship, you can compete to at least be a sleeper team. To me, they're not even like a sleeper team.
Okay. And as of right now, how long are we until the season ends?
We're not even in playoff territory yet.
Okay. Because I don't know if it's true, but I saw something
We're
online
not in.
talking about Angel Reese saying she cannot wait for the season to end so she can go to Hawaii or something like that.
I didn't see any. I'd have to. I didn't see any
Might
because
be,
they
might
hate injury.
be
They hate injuries too much for that to not like blow up on ESPN or something.
exactly. So
Like,
a
does
lot
she
of
not care about basketball and all this extra shit?
yeah, you already know those journalists.
But no, we're
But
we're still in the season. I'll say like we're kind of approaching the end because realistically, it shouldn't start until September, like
okay, okay.
mid September. So we still got plenty of WNBA basketball left to play,
Basketball to go. Okay.
but we're reaching but because it's still after the All-Star break. So after the All-Star break, that's when organizations, teams, players, that's when you start to dial it up a little bit. If
Mm-hmm.
you're a contender for a championship, you're gearing up for that. If you're a team
Mm-hmm.
that's trying to see where you end in at the end of the season, like one of these sleeper teams, you're trying to win as many games as possible and maximize the games you have left with the players that you have left. If you're a team that's struggling,
Sucks to be you. Sucks to be you.
yeah,
But okay, that's good, man. So I mean, hopefully some of those injured player can come back. Those who don't have like a
yeah.
too crazy injury.
Yeah, hopefully, because ACL injuries are no joke. Not for just athletes, but just in life in general. I know a couple people who have had to bounce back from an injury like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not so much the injury itself. Yeah, it's painful. It's the mental. Because a lot of times on the podcast we talk about taking care of your mental health and
Mm-hmm.
taking care of your well being that way. But an injury will test you it because you have to be able to trust your body again. You have to be able to trust yourself and be confident in yourself that you can still do what you were able
What
to
you been
do,
doing?
what you've been doing. And that's something that rehab and just getting back out on the court, it'll test them for sure.
Yeah, it will.
And
It
this
will.
isn't just one player. They got three people injured because they have no timetable for when Caitlin's gonna be back. So
But
it's
they
like,
don't.
no, they don't. Not for
I
the
thought they
groin.
knew when she's coming back.
No, they don't have a timetable for when Caitlin's coming back because of groin injury. After you get the initial injury and then you nurse it a little bit, it becomes a day to day thing. If you could think back to like when Braun had it, they didn't know when he
That's
was
what I was
coming
gonna
back.
say. Braun had it, and it took him a minute to come back.
Yeah, it was they kind of just play through it a little bit, do a couple scrimmages, test it out, see how you feel,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe, but day to day, day to day. I'm gonna try to catch the game Saturday to kind of see
Where they
uh,
at?
where they at because you
Yeah,
lost two guards for an entire season, and then one of them you don't know when she's coming back, and she's one of your most important players.
yeah. But I don't know, man. I hope she comes back for the playoffs because the team needs her
I
if they
would
make the play.
would you want her to be if you're at this point you know you're not competing for a ship.
Mm-hmm.
So would you want her to rush? I wouldn't rush.
I will let watch her though.
I wouldn't even want
If
her
I
back for
already know that
playoffs.
there's no way I'm a compete for a chip, I will not watch her. I will let her sit.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even like force her to sit either. Just hey, just
Yeah, I mean,
it's in
yeah,
as
stay
usual.
home.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
we make it to the playoffs, we make it, but we're not gonna go out of our way because we're not a unless she does the legendary thing and she like solo just does it solo, carries the team and takes them to the promised land. Unless she does that, which
is
I'm
that
not
a
betting my money.
possibility?
I'm not betting my money on that. That all the talent with
Yeah,
all even with all the talent, I'm not betting. You
you don't
know,
bet your money on anything.
no, that's all right. I don't bet my money on anything. Exactly.
But let's switch gears for a moment, man. Let's go into NBA. What's going on with your hits?
What is going on with my Heat?
Oh, security officers
That's none of my.
stealing memorabilia to sell to people.
Hey,
You didn't
that
hear that?
no, that's none of my business, man.
You guys
We're
need to
not
hire
fighting
better
for
people,
we're not
man.
fighting for a championship. We're not fighting for a playoff spot. We're a playing team that's barely making moves. I they
You
shoot
did, you only made one move this offseason, right?
exactly. Yeah, we're not
Hmm. So
our last championship. Our
what is
last
it
champ
gonna
was
take for you guys to fire Pat Riley?
man. I don't know. I don't know. Look, leave our mafia boss alone. Okay, leave our guy Pat alone. All right,
I mean, with all due respect, though, because that's a guy that I used to like, man.
all right, man. He's responsible for like half the championships in the NBA. He's involved in a lot of them. So
Exactly.
let him be. Let him be. Let him be. If he
But I
wants
don't know
to,
what's going on with him recently, man. I think he's
man. If if
losing it.
if if we gotta suffer, we'll suffer.
Yeah, so you want to suffer with Pat and Pat with us.
Hey, till the wheels fall off, man. I gotta believe it. I've been saying
That's
it for so long. I can't back out now. I
that's
can't do it.
loyalty right there.
Yeah, there are
Um,
worse.
I, I call for my teams. I call to fire like I've been wanting them to fire Fiorentino Perez.
And they're not.
They, bro, they're not gonna fire this
So
guy.
you just gotta take that. You just gotta take that on the chin,
This
man.
guy's gonna die as the Real Madrid president.
Exactly. And you just gotta shoot, we might tune in to the funeral. You know what I'm saying? God forbid. But that's where I'm at with Pat Riley, man. If he's gonna be there, then I'm gonna be there too. You know, there are worse teams to root for.
I mean, yeah.
I'm not a Kings fan.
What? Well, have the Kings ever won anything?
No.
I mean, I don't want to sound rude or whatever, but this is one of those teams that are there just to be there.
I'm not saying that, because the Sacramento fans, they always show up. That's loyalty. That's loyalty. Your team has yet to win anything, and
I
you
don't
show
think
up.
I don't think anybody is more loyal than the Jets fan.
Cowboy fans.
No, at least they won something, even though it was 34 years ago.
I was not a seed in my dad's body yet when they won.
Yeah,
They
but
haven't won since.
yeah, I was a baby when they won. But what I'm saying is the Jets have not won anything, and people are still rocking with them.
Cowboys have won one thing all those days ago, and Jerry
So,
Jones is still alive. So if they
couple,
can deal with Jerry Jones, I could deal with Pat Riley.
no, that's a fact. Jerry Jones. I remember I told you guys that in the podcast. Nobody's bigger in Dallas than Jerry Jones. The stadium is called Jerry World. So this guy is this guy is letting Micah Parsons walk.
Yes, he's letting Michael Parsons walk and talking about him too. You want to know who else talked about a star player and lost him and let him walk? Pat Riley. And here we are. So I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I know the pain. I know the struggle.
Like
I've been there.
I'm here with America's team.
I'm
We're
here
right
with
there.
America's team, man. And you know what? It's gonna be our year. I'm saying it. It's gonna be our year. You know
Not
what?
even well, America's team. If you guys really letting Micah Parsons walk, y'all are fucked. No, I mean I don't know what you guys are gonna get for him, but send him to the Niners.
They don't need nobody. They got Dak Prescott.
But
That's all
I
they
know
need.
I know you didn't mention Dakova's name on the
Hey,
on the
that's all you
podcast.
need. That's all you need. Jerry
Nobody
Jones
care about
thinks so.
Dakova.
As long as Jerry Jones got Dak Prescott, the rest of
Nobody
y'all
care about Dakova, bro.
man, he got Dak Prescott. He got CD Lamb. That's all he need for it.
Nobody care about no damn CD Lamb.
That's what. Hey, not too much on CD Lamb now.
CD Lamb, Mary had a little lamb, whatever lamb, Niners in 5.
Oh my god. But no, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm not the only person with a delusional owner. That's all I'm saying.
But to get back to the NBA, man.
The Kings had Vlade Divac.
I feel like,
The Kings had Vlade Divac.
Vlade Divac. Let's talk about Vlade Divac. Can't be serious, bro.
They had him. He was their owner for like the longest time. you
Vlade
know,
Divac.
he didn't draft Luka.
The only the only good player the team have drafted or have they even drafted? They drafted Sabonis, right?
Who the Kings?
Yeah.
No,
Or they traded for him.
they traded for Sabonis. They drafted De'Aaron Fox. They
They let
drafted
De'Aaron Fox walk. They let him walk.
after trading Tyrese Halliburton. Oh, they also drafted Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
And they traded Tyrese Halliburton and chose De'Aaron Fox over Tyrese Halliburton just for
And they let Fox walk.
yeah, just to lose Fox in free agency. Because Fox was tired of having
I
women.
think Sabonis should find himself out of there too.
I mean, I would too if they decided to have the same team as the Chicago Bulls with no Lonzo.
Didn't they let Malik Monk walk too?
I think he's still on their team. I didn't
Is
hear
it?
any.
I saw something.
I don't know if he left to go to another squad. I didn't see him as one of the pieces who got moved this free agency. He was not on my radar.
That's a
I
player
do know that
that was struggling in the Lakers. Like when I say struggling, yeah, he's still there. Oh, okay. You know how Laker fans be out always making trades online?
oh
Like
yeah, yeah.
they
Y'all want everybody. And
no,
they say Heat fans are bad. Y'all will
not
Photoshop
y'all,
anybody who
not
has a
y'all. I'm not that delusional. I'll tell you, I wish they would send someone to the Lakers, but I'm not making fake trades,
mm,
not getting nobody's hopes up.
mm,
So, so that's what I saw. I thought he left, but nah, he's
and said
still
he's
there.
not delusional. He got
But I don't want him to come to the Lakers because he wasn't doing shit for us.
I don't think he would want to go back to the Lakers. The only person who comes back to the Lakers every time and has never done good is D'Lo.
Oh, not only Zillow, Schroeder.
I yeah, but he did well for you guys the first time, and then he turned down his contract like an idiot. And then the rest is
That
history.
was one of the biggest flop that I witnessed.
And then they traded him like 3 times in one season.
Bro, I'm watching the Cleveland Browns versus Panthers game,
I wanted to
and
sleep on that.
on the
Oh man.
on the NFL Network, and they having the top 100 players.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who is in the list?
Who's on the list?
Sam Darnold, 72. I hope they're talking about active players, but even if they are talking about active players, Sam Darnold,
As like their all time.
top 100. They put NFL top 100. And they were having offense, I guess, because now they're having the defense.
Okay, so Sam Donald is 72 on the list of top 100 players in the NFL offensively.
Offensive players in the NFL.
How do you feel about that?
Mm, I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt because if his career kind of resuscitated when he was a backup for us for the Niners, and then he went to the Vikings and he had himself a season there. But if we are including his time with the Jets and that, I don't think it should be top
But
100.
is that his fault or is that the Jets' fault? Because the Jets are a vicious organization of I don't
Bro,
an organization with a looming cloud of failure. Of failure. The
so
worst team with the title New York in front of it.
the only reason why I'm saying yes is because the Giants have a ring.
The Giants have a ring. The New York Liberty have a ring. The Knicks will never be the worst team in New York. I don't care what
Nah,
nobody says. The
mm-mm,
Knicks will never be the worst team. It's
nah.
definitely not the Yankees. It's definitely not the Mets. It's definitely even Buffalo. Buffalo's in the state of New York. Even Buffalo is
Buffalo's
not the
kicking
worst.
ass. Um,
It's definitely Brooklyn Nets. Actually, I take it back. Yeah, okay, y'all could dodge
I
the
think
bullet.
nah. I think the Jets are worse than the Nets.
You think the Jets are worse than the Nets?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Marvin's brother. Whenever you see this episode, say something. Defend your team. He's
They
attacking your
will.
team. I tried to defend it. I tried. I thought
No, I
about
said I
you.
think the Jets are worse than the Nets. The Jets are
Oh,
worse.
okay, okay,
That's what I
okay,
said. I
okay.
didn't say the Nets. Come on, man. The Nets at some point were New York's top team. They had KD, Kyrie, and James.
Man, they barely played. That was a fever
Even
dream.
though, but they were like they had equity.
Okay, yeah, they did. They did. They
So
were. Okay,
what
okay.
what did the Jets
I'm the
when
one
did
who
the
was
Jets
correct.
ever have equity? When they
You're
had
right.
Zach Wilson
You're right. You're
or
right.
when they had Brett Favre when he was old?
Yeah. And the Brett Favre, the scammer. You know, you're right. You're right. You're right.
And you
I'm
know what's
sorry. I'm
crazy?
sorry. I put the Nets below the Jets. I
You
see
know
what you
what's
did
crazy?
there.
Jets fans are about to kill us in the comments because they are so delusional.
Let them. Let them. When the season starts, we'll be here still. Let them.
Man,
You
listen,
know
they
what?
gonna be like,
They're so
yo, what are
lucky
you
that they're
guys
not
talking
in Dallas.
about? We got Justin Fields.
Actually, I saw. Have you seen any of their preseason stuff?
They played already? I don't think they played already.
No, it's
Did
it's
they?
like their training camp. Like
Oh
there
no,
was
I have not been watching training camp.
Justin Fields is they're learning the offense, so it might be nasty. Like the
I'm gonna
preseason
tell you
game
this
might be
though.
nasty to watch.
I'm gonna tell you this. I fuck with Justin Fields. I like that kid even since he came to the league, since he was in the Bears.
Really?
I like a mobile QB. I like a QB that can pass and scramble.
Okay. Well,
I
yeah, Niners
remember
fans. You Niners fans, for sure. That's something. Well, you don't have that now, but you did.
I
You
don't have
used.
that now, but I had Colin Kaepernick.
That's what I'm
That's
saying. Yeah,
what turned me
you
into a
used.
Niners fan.
Oh. Hmm.
Even though they did him wrong, but hey, I started following the team. I was like, all right, I'm stuck with y'all.
Oh,
Because
okay.
there's no way like 2 weeks ago I was at
You could have been a
I
Jets
went,
fan.
bro. I
Sorry.
like winning. Okay. I'm a Real Madrid fan. I'm a
Okay.
Brazil fan.
Yes.
I'm a LeBron James fan.
Yes.
I like winning.
I mean, Lakers.
I mean,
Lakers haven't won.
well,
Real,
not Lakers.
Real,
LeBron hasn't won anything since
Real,
2020. It's okay.
Real
Brazil
Madrid.
hasn't won anything since 2002.
Brazil
It's
hasn't
okay.
won anything in a long time, too.
Yeah, but we're still the number one international team in the world, and nobody got 5 stars
I'm gonna let
until
you. I'm gonna let you have
until
that one.
Germany or Italy
Yeah.
get that fifth. I
Yeah.
can talk all the shit I want.
I mean, fair, but last time I remember there was a year in 2014 when the Germans
Oh well, it's
the
7-1.
Germans came and
And you know
hit
what's
y'all with the
crazy?
craziest blitzkrieg
They
known
whoop
to
us. They whoop Brazil in Brazil
man.
7-1.
Y'all ain't been the same since, man.
But listen, let me tell you this though. I didn't have my best player and my best defender, and I'm not gonna defend that though.
People were
But
crying in the crowd, brother.
yeah, people because they were playing at home, and we
Family
still
member. It was like watching a family member die right in front of you to firing
their
squad.
their name is still Brazil. But you know what's crazy?
What?
I must say that, and I know a lot of people in the podcast are gonna be like, yeah, 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 whatever. Germany is my favorite European team internationally. So as I was losing, it pains me because Brazil is my number one team. But I was like, man, let's
I'm
go whoop
calling
Argentina's
BS.
ass.
I'm calling BS, man. Did you
No,
not
for
hear?
real.
Did you not hear the commentator's voice when the sixth goal was scored?
Not even the six. Even at the third, people were like, oh my God. But I'm gonna tell you, like, I really like that old Germany team that has Miroslav Klose, that had Michael Ballack, that had all those guys. I started watching Germany young, so I used to like Germany. Like when there's like the European Championship, I'm always rooting for Germany.
Mm,
But I did not want Germany to beat Brazil, obviously, because Brazil is my number one team.
mhm,
But against Argentina, I was like Germany all the way.
mhm, mhm.
But to circle back to the NBA, besides your hits being on the news,
That's not
what's
really. We're
going
not
on
on.
with that? Huh?
We're not. That's not us being on the news. I'm not counting that. Okay,
They say they put Miami Heat in front of it.
man.
What's going on with Kuminga's contract?
I haven't seen any new updates on it. I feel like they're at a stalemate right now. I
The
haven't seen any new demands. I haven't seen any. Not even Shams has tweeted or said nothing about it. So
the
I haven't
last
seen
thing
it.
that I saw was that the Kings were no longer interested in him.
Just the Kings. They don't make good decisions.
Yeah, but they were trying to get a sign and trade, and he's asking for too much money, so they're no longer interested in getting him.
No, because the Warriors are decreasing his value. The longer this takes, the lower his value becomes because it
But
puts another team in a position to be like, no, you're right. You are worth what you say you're worth. Instead of a team going like, well, the Warriors don't value you this high. Because if the Warriors did,
Don't you think that he's putting a little bit too much on his value right now?
Of course he is. He's a player.
Yeah, but he has to be whatchamacallit. He has to be like he has to know that people are watching the game and they know that it's not worth what he's asking for.
But that's the thing though. He's because in my opinion, he's another Jeremy Grant type of player. Jeremy or Jerry, and I don't want to confuse the two siblings, but he's the one that
Hmm.
plays for the Blazers right now. Because he's even when he was playing, like when he played up to the contract that he received to sign that big max, not max, but that big contract he signed for the Blazers. Um, he's that type of player to me. When I compare their games and look at their stature and all that other stuff, I see Grant.
Hmm.
My thing is he thinks that his potential and his talent is diminished because of the Warriors,
Hmm.
not because he doesn't have the potential or doesn't have the talent. He's still a very young prospect. I think he's still in his early 20s. He might be 20. He might be 21 or 22. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
gonna.
he's pretty young.
I'm gonna fact check myself real quick because he's capable. But I think too, in agreeing with some of the stuff you're saying too, is the fact that he's 22. He's 22 and was averaging 15 last season. I think he thinks that he could be a potential star player in the league.
Hmm.
The Warriors obviously don't think so. The public don't necessarily think so, and I don't think an NBA team is gonna really think so either, unless they're a struggling team taking a chance. And the only team I see taking that chance, if I'm honest, is like a Wizards or a Blazers organization, like one of those teams where they're like, all right, we're gonna need a name to fill in the seats. Let's this kid is 22. He could still develop his game. We trust our development. We could give him more rope than the Warriors are doing. Let's sign him for what he's worth, and this is just going to be a growth year. We're not competing for nothing. We're not trying
That's
to
why I
go
said,
crazy or nothing.
unless it's a bottom feeding team, he's not gonna get that money.
And they have to believe in his talent. And if the Warriors aren't believing in his talent, and the Warriors are one of those teams, they're not. This isn't the Golden State Warriors of like the early 2000s where they hadn't won anything yet. This is a team that now where if you're a player that goes to Golden State and your career doesn't pan out in Golden State, whatever the reason may be, teams are going to be looking at you like, why didn't you fit in an organization that's known for winning championships or that's building to winning a championship? That knows how to do it and that's their goal. Why didn't you fit for that team? It's the same way where they used to say, like, if you didn't succeed in a San Antonio team while Greg Popovich was at his peak, if you
Hmm.
failed there, other teams would kind of look at you crazy because that's a well-run organization, that's a well-run team. And if you didn't fit there and couldn't get an opportunity there and they didn't believe in you, like if they made it clear that it's because they didn't believe in your abilities as a player, good
Hmm.
luck.
Do you think? Do you think if Portland is willing to make a trade for him, he should go there?
He's not go. I don't see him going if I'm him. The only way I go to a team like a Portland is if I take the opportunity to kind of establish myself, because that's where you could potentially establish yourself as a player in the league, or establish yourself or set yourself up for your next contract, because you're gonna work to get more of those opportunities offensively and make more of a name for yourself. Which is why I said I was very disappointed in DeAndre Ayton, and I'm not really happy that you guys got a center, but I don't have high hopes for him at being a center for your team, because when he was in a position to have the keys and to kind of take up a more of a franchise role for a team that had no real
No
identity
star
post
power.
game or star power, he didn't.
But where do you see Kuminga go? That would be a real fit for him. Like,
Um, well, I'll I wanted him on the team instead of Andrew Wiggins. I wanted him to be a member of the Miami Heat instead of Andrew Wiggins. Because in
I,
Miami,
talking about Wiggins, why you guys are trying to send him to the Lakers? We don't want him.
what do you mean? That's Maple Jordan. You guys could use a dynamic third option who could, you know,
I ain't buying what you're selling, my brother.
we need
Keep
we
your
need
Wiggins.
damn.
But
But no,
I
I'm
mean,
not.
Fred, I don't think Golden State want Wiggins back, but Pat
No,
Riley
because
should make an
they would
offer
have given us Kaminga instead. They gave us Wiggins,
because Pat Riley didn't insist on getting Kuminga.
and that's the problem. But that's my problem. So, in Pat we trust, baby. In Pat we trust. And so yeah, I wanted just that's just because I don't personally. I've never been too high on Andrew Wiggins, even when he was in his Minnesota days, just because of
I
how.
was never high on Wiggins, man. Yo, you got traded after being drafted number one from the Cavs. Like LeBron traded your ass, so that he saw something that we didn't see.
No, he traded him for value because he wanted Kevin Love. It's
Yeah,
Kevin
but
Love.
Wiggins, I know, but when Wiggins went there, what did he do? But Jimmy was fed up with him. He was like, you saw.
Yeah, and then he ended up getting a ring before Jimmy. that hurts. That hurt. That hurts. And then
Man, I
he's
have to
wearing
remind
Jimmy's
Jimmy
jersey
that he's
number.
ringless.
He's wearing Jimmy's jersey number on the team Jimmy played. Nah, I can't. I'm not the biggest Andrew Wiggins fan. That's
I'm not
that's
either.
my that's my bias. But I would have preferred a Jonathan Kuminga over Andrew Wiggins for the Miami Heat, simply because I trust in our organization's ability to get the best out of players, and because of his makeup, he's a taller player, a stronger player. We already have Ware. Honestly, if he was to be in a Miami Heat uniform, I feel like this is if I was in Pat's shoes or the organization shoes, what I would try to envision for him is like a Justice Winslow type of role. Like
Mm.
you're gonna be extremely good for us defensively. You're gonna use your tenacity and your athleticism on defense.
I see what you're talking about.
You're still going to develop your jump shot, but depending on how you see the game and how you develop with your ability to see the game, you're going to kind of be like a point forward for the team and be
Uh-huh,
involved in a lot
uh-huh.
of. That's what I saw for him when I wanted him in a Miami Heat uniform, because I already know he can't shoot, but he can drive to the basket very well. So I feel like, and then you have like him with Tyler Hero. Yeah, like I feel, and then we already have Davion Mitchell on the team, so we have defensively we've gotten better defensively, even better defensively. And then
Yeah.
you could move Bam. You could kind of do a small ball lineup, put Bam at the 5, put him at the 4, play faster that way. Have another player at
But
probably
you
high.
hit Bam at the 5.
I hate Bam at the 5, but if that Bam's it's another problem. We have Bam, we have Pat Riley till the wheels fall off. It is what it is. It is what it is. So whatever it is we got to do, we got to do. I mean, it's not like Spoelstra was putting Bam and Ware on the court at the same time, like the fans and everybody was saying, so that Bam could play the 4 like he should. So if Spoelstra was going to do Spoelstra things and not put those two on the floor at the same time, shoot, if we had a Kuminga, you might as well just move Kuminga to the 4, leave Bam at the 5 like you've been doing all last season when you weren't playing Ware, and then have Highsmith be at the 3, Tyler at the 2, Davion at the 1, and then
That's a solid lineup
right,
for like 10, 12 minutes per game.
right, and
Mhm.
then you just interchange, and then you just build, because if I'm Miami, I'm not any trade that I make if
That
I'm Miami is to trade for depth. I feel like a lot of the teams are moving away from star power. You still need a little bit of star power, but you're not seeing as many. Oh, we're gonna put 3 all stars together and form this super. You're not seeing that because a lot of teams now are realizing we need depth at
unless
every
you
position.
Houston.
Unless you're Houston, which even they still have depth.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
still have depth. They still have like young players that they can develop into improved stars or players that have potential to reach stardom. They still have enough depth in that category. I feel like we should build our depth, and I would have preferred Kuminga over Wiggins. And Kuminga's still young. Kuminga's 22.
Yeah, he's very young.
He's
He's very
22. Like that's still like you could still mold him into a type of a style of player over time. If you put him in the right organization. I don't want to see him go to a losing organization because you pick up losing habits when you're in a losing environment.
That's what I was saying, but I don't think a winning organization is gonna want him though. I don't know, unless it's some a team that is rebuilding and they think they can build around him.
I don't know, and but then that goes back to why he feels like the Warriors kind of screwed him over, because I think at this point he expects to be given that opportunity, but
Yeah, but
the
Steph
only way
Curry's still there.
that's if he goes back to Golden State, he's not getting that opportunity. And I think he knows he's not getting that opportunity because
Steph Curry's still there. Golden State got Jimmy.
he's not getting that opportunity.
They are. I think that's about to be a wild take, but I think that kid that I told you I liked from Golden State. What's his
Moses
name
Moody.
again? Huh?
Moses Moody.
Nah, he's a white boy. He 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 plays the point sometimes.
I know you're not talking about Pons.
Hans?
Pons and
No, no, no.
Jeski. These the only.
Something like that. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no.
You didn't like him though, but
Oh
Noel,
no.
I told you I used to. I like him, and Noeli said she used to like him too. I
Oh
think this
no.
kid is gonna have that option before him.
Oh no. I mean, he was already getting that option just because Steve Kerr really likes him,
Exactly. So
but it's not like he
I
did
think
anything
Steve
with it.
Kerr. I think Steve Kerr's done with Kuminga.
I think so too because Kuminga was at odds with him for playing time and his role in the rotation. Which anytime you're in a position like that with your coach, it's rare that you come out on top. So
Yeah.
I don't. It's a sticky situation. But I'll give you a team that I think. I'll give you two teams that I think if he was to go to those teams, he could kind of thrive. Because another player comparison that I have for him, which is more like role wise, not skill set wise, he
Uh-huh.
reminds me a little bit of Aaron Gordon too. Like
Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah, like
I see what you mean by wall wise.
yeah, role like because you're talking about a player who's extremely athletic, could play above the rim. So the
Mm-hmm.
first thing you automatically think of is lob threat. But then the thing that Aaron Gordon doesn't get enough credit for is that he became more than just an athletic freak of nature. He expanded his game to be able to be a threat, a shooting threat, and use his athleticism in an advantage where he could fit himself in cutting lanes and find certain pockets to be able to make plays because both his playmaking and his shooting have improved tremendously over his career since becoming a Denver Nugget. I feel like if Jonathan Kuminga is or gets to that same trajectory, like the way that I see him in either an Aaron Gordon type of player or the Jeremy Grant type of player, then he could be useful to a team like a Denver Nuggets, or he could be useful to a team like the Pacers. Like as long as you're able to pair him with a really capable playmaker, I think you're going to unlock something in Jonathan Kuminga that could get him those extra contracts and improve his career.
But
It's not like Steph Curry was throwing him lobs every trip. It's Steph Curry. Let's keep it above.
that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say he had that, but then I remember
Because you got to remember,
Steph is
Steph
not
is the
Luca,
system.
he's not Kyrie, so yeah.
Steph is the system. The system is
But
built for.
finish your thought.
Oh, I said the system is built for specifically Steph. Like all the player movement and everything, it's centered around Steph Curry, and more importantly, it's centered around Draymond Green's IQ to be able to help feed the team shooters. And you're talking about Jonathan Kuminga, who's not either of those things. He's not the main
Mhm.
scoring option. He's a role player coming off the bench and he's a non-shooter.
I understand what you mean, what you're talking about. So, to move a bit from Kaminga, how do you feel about Denver trading Michael Porter Jr. to Brooklyn?
I'm not mad at it. I feel like they got the most that they could out of him as a player. Um,
You don't think he could have given them more?
I mean, he hurt his shoulder. I feel like that. I don't see that trade as necessarily bad because in a sense, I feel like they upgraded. Cam Johnson is nice.
Very.
Cam Johnson, and I feel like they got a more efficient shooter, a more intelligent shooter. They also got a player who's not a black hole in offense or not a possession ender on
Mm-hmm.
offense, where they're not. Cam will swing the rock. You know what I'm saying? He will make the right pass or make the right play and keep the blender going in
Mm-hmm.
that sense. And then for Porter Jr. literally got the opportunity that we're talking about Kaminga thinks he deserves, where you're now on a team where you might get all the shots. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get more burn. And if you're healthy,
How do you think he will fit with Russell?
Russell's a pass first point naturally. I don't see. I feel like Russ and two in mindset. We already talked about it too in the last season, where I was really disappointed in what I heard from D'Angelo Russell, where he was like, "Oh, I'm just preparing for the young guys and helping the young guys on teams that I'm on now." If that's your mindset, I don't think you're gonna take more than 11 shots a game. So I feel like it's gonna work to Michael Porter's advantage, where he's just gonna take more shots. It's gonna be. I feel like he's gonna go more off the dribble too, where it's not. It's gonna be less catch and shoot, more ISO for him, and that just
Yeah.
depends on what opportunities the team gives him. Because they didn't even sign Cam Thomas back. I don't think they signed Cam Thomas back. Cam Thomas is still a free agent, and that's
I think
for.
I think I think I think he will go back.
You think so?
Mhm.
Because
I
I
don't.
feel like the league is doing something where um,
Teams are stealing players.
not stealing players, but the same way the league moved away from centers who couldn't really stretch the floor. I feel like the league is moving away from the microwave type players, like players you just insert into the starting lineup and their only role for you is to score the basket. And it's not
Hmm.
necessarily like they're good enough to. I don't want to say the 6-man role, but I feel like that's what I'm leaning towards. It's just a player who's not your star player, who's not your second option, but
He's a six man.
not even your third option, but can average 15 a game for you. I think,
He's just 6 man.
but that's his only skill. That's his only skill. He's only like
So so
just those
you
pure
don't think he
bucket
gets pick?
getters. Hmm?
You don't think he gets pick?
I think the league's slowly fading him out because
Mm.
it's like the what they pay you kind of becomes the standard for the type of role, and God forbid they put you in a role that doesn't pay much. That shows those show
But
you
I
how
think
much.
that he still has. You said it. He can give you 15 a night. So
But that's
I
all
think
he can do.
teams are still gonna need somebody like that to play for them.
But this is Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas will give you 15, an efficient 15, or he'll give you the most inefficient 15 you've ever seen in your life. And then on a random Tuesday, he'll go for 50. And then after that, he'll go days without even scoring 20 points in a game.
I
So
know, but
the inconsistencies, like teams are not going to be paying top dollar for a scorer like that.
yeah, but the more he stays in the free agency, the less they're gonna be willing to pay him.
And that's why I'm saying they're fading. Like players like that, I feel like they're slowly fading them out the league.
But I think he will go back to Brooklyn.
You think so? I mean,
Brooklyn needs him.
uh,
Who else they have?
They got D. Let me stop.
They need him. But we are getting close to we close to hit the hour mark. So before we move from basketball. How do you feel about the news of Malik Beasley, man? That pissed me off.
Hey man, I look. You know what? Let's hope he had enough money saved. That's all. That's all I got. Because
Man,
or
I,
that his
this
NBA career is
offseason,
done.
what happened?
His NBA career is done.
Oh no, that's a fact. That is a fact. He got evicted out of his house, so it's done. Done. But I was gonna say this offseason, I got news about two players that I used to like that really pissed me off.
Mm-hmm.
Him and McLemore.
Yep, The Macklemore news. The Macklemore news. Just keep your hands to yourself, bro. Like that's just keep your hands to yourself, and then
It's not
just
even that, bro. He has enough money.
that's exactly why you should keep your hands to yourself. Because I saw it, not even related to sports, but I saw news of another. I don't know if anybody on the in the crowd or viewers, if you watch Top Boy, but the one of the main characters, main actors, he just caught a charge for the same thing Macklemore did.
Which one?
The person who played Jamie. I don't know if you watched
Jamie,
Top
Jamie,
Boy or
Jamie,
not.
Jamie, Jamie,
It was
Jamie.
like the kid with the brother, the oldest brother.
I stopped watching early, so I don't think I know him. He
Okay,
was in like the first and second season.
he was in the yeah.
So he's part of the crew with Mother's Milk
No,
and
he
the other
was
guy.
no. He
He's
was
one of the superheroes.
he no. Top Boy, not wrong show.
Oh, I'm talking about the boys.
You're talking about the boys. I'm
No, Top
talking
Boy.
about
I don't watch Top
Top
Boy.
Boy.
I don't watch Top Boy.
Okay. No, but the actor that plays Jamie, he just caught a charge similar to Macklemore. And it's like
Oh,
the lack of sexual discipline among among brothers,
among celebrities, among rich
amongst
as folks,
celebrities with money
it's
is
pissing me off.
alarming and it's infuriating because that's why if y'all come into some money, get you a wife. Get not a famous one, just get you a ride or die queen who's just gonna
Mhm,
stick by you and
mhm.
she gonna keep you fed, she gonna keep you
Nah, she
stretched,
probably there
she gonna
with them already. She's probably there with them, but as soon as they get the money, they don't want that queen that was struggling with them. They want them BBLs, they want them fake, they want them lip fillers, and then they're gonna get in trouble.
and just say that just be out the way. Just stay out the way.
They can't
Just
because
stay out the
they
way.
think they think when was it Dipset that said cash rule everything around me? They
Prop.
had that song called Cream.
No, that was Wu Tang.
Wu-Tang. So they think that is actually a fact that cash rules everything around them,
I
bro.
Macklemore in
Even
the Macklemore thing, he wasn't even in the league. Macklemore wasn't even in the league no more, bro.
but
He wasn't even in the league.
dog, like,
You don't make enough money. You're not Diddy. You're not these people who have enough money
listen,
to
man,
be
this kid
terrible
had
human beings.
such potential
And he failed.
miserably
I don't know.
for
You
lack
know
of
what?
discipline, and this is why every time I hear those rumors about LeBron,
Mhm.
I'm like, listen, I'm in law, innocent until proven guilty. All I know is the guy does what he's supposed to do on and off the court.
That's all you
And I
gotta
don't
do.
have proof of anything else. That's all
That's
you
all,
gotta do.
that's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Just but that goes back to the thing I said earlier. LeBron, who he got Savannah. He got Savannah, high school sweetheart. He ain't
High
changed
school,
up.
exactly.
He ain't ride or
That was
die.
there from the struggle.
Seen you when your hair was nappy. Seen you when you was, you feel me? Seen
That I don't know if anybody in the comments or in the crowd or the following listens to French rap, but Lafouine has a song like that called with a woman named Zao called Mamie, where he says that, yo, we were really broke together, but as soon as we get money, like things change a little bit. But it's different for LeBron, man. I mean, I will hope so. From what I'm seeing, it's like the love is still the same in a sense.
That's all. That's all you need. That's all you need. It'll keep you out of trouble. You see what happened with Shannon Sharp? To switch gears back to the NFL, we just lost another NFL legend in Shannon Sharp. You see, lack of sexual discipline got this man ridiculed online, lost him $50 million in a lawsuit settlement, and got him fired from ESPN. And he had to deal with that. He couldn't even enjoy the fact that his
His
brother was
brother.
going into the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because
Why? Because he was thinking with the wrong head. That's what that will get you. That's exactly what that will get you. And everybody
and,
that was
and
black
and
came on this podcast and was saying, Shannon, you need to find you a woman that's gonna love you old. You need to
that's
find
what
you
I
a
was
woman
gonna
that you
say.
settle down with. And you didn't.
That's what I was gonna. I was like, Monique came to this podcast, and Monique really talked to him. Monique preached, and he was like, "Nah, I want Miss B nasty. I want this. I want that, bro. Where that guy
Yeah,
you?
Lil Yachty talked to him. Lil Yachty told him, hey, this is not for you. Don't do this. And he thought he was trying to play cool. He was trying to be young. That's not you. He
Dog,
retired an OnlyFans model. She's retired.
that's one. And what about his I cannot even call that a sex tape. Was sex audio that got leaked before?
We're not gonna speak on Michelle. Michelle, that's
No, but yo, if it okay, that was God telling you be careful. You got that warning, and you didn't heed the warning. And now what happened?
bro. I don't even. I feel bad for Shannon, but I don't feel as bad because it's like
Uh,
I watch too many people come on your podcast. I watch too many people who look like you come on your podcast and warn you.
the Dr. Umar is really not proud right now, and I'm not a Dr. Umar fan, guys. I don't listen to that BS, but
I don't
he's
listen to
really
it.
pissed right now.
But I tell you right now, you just gave. Yeah, Doctor Umar's probably like you just gave a family generational wealth that didn't look like you, and that's true. That's true. You just retired an OnlyFans model with $50 million settlement
Oh, man,
over some
yo,
BS because you didn't
why
have the
would I
sexual
pay?
discipline. You didn't have sexual discipline.
Why would I pay to have Dr. Umar talk to Shannon Sharp?
I don't. I wouldn't pay. I wouldn't pay nothing. He got enough money to retire OnlyFans model. He got that on his own. It's just
Yo.
you're just out
Uh,
here like you're not. I'm not even gonna say that. You're not Bill Belichick. If you know, you know.
but Bill, dog,
I'm not gonna say too much. If you know,
you
you
don't think
know.
you don't think that's gonna end ugly?
Not for Bill Belichick.
Hmm,
Brett,
okay.
Brett, Brett Favre scammed the community, and he still and he barely faced any backlash. But you want to know who did face backlash just for feeding some kids and making sure they got home safe? Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. True, true.
I'm not gonna say too much. If you know, you know.
Yep, you're right. You're
If you
actually
know, you
right.
know. And for
You're
Shannon,
actually right.
and that goes for Shannon. That goes for Ben McLemore. That goes for all of them. That
All
goes
of
for
them, yeah,
for
all
James
of
James
them.
from Cowboy. Like
See, yo, you know who I feel like is gonna end up in that list? Leangelo Ball.
Yeah, I don't wish no. I don't wish nothing.
I
I
don't
don't wish.
wish that for him. I don't
I don't
wish
wish
that
that
for
for
him.
him.
But the way things are going, and yo, the new center that we got too, DeAndre Ayton might end up like that.
Yeah, I mean, he
I
already
was,
he already had his scandals messing with. He
yeah,
already.
yeah,
He did what
yeah.
he did. He did what he
Your
did.
boy, your boy Zion as well.
No, but he been. We
Mm,
already know
But
about him.
hey, but guys,
Be disciplined.
exactly discipline.
Be
Discipline.
disciplined. Discipline. Find you
Yeah,
that
train
one.
yourself.
Find you that one. Find you that one.
So now to wrap up, let's talk a little bit about soccer. There's not much move that happened. Only thing is your team actually resign your goalkeeper and give him some sense of security by naming him captain for the season.
We'll see how that goes. That could change. But yeah, I mean,
You bought a keeper, so I'm expecting that to change.
yeah,
And he's coming off an injury, so I'm expecting that to
yeah.
change.
I'm waiting for the announcement to be made very soon.
But it's a good thing. It's a good thing to make him feel better because the post that the post that he made, he was like he was feeling so uncertain. He was at a position where he didn't know what the future hold, and for the team to come. So it's always good to hear.
And that's good for
Um,
performance. Now you have a player confident, and it can go either way.
yeah, yeah,
It can go
yeah.
either way.
He can go because
Your
he's
team
coming
has
off a
your
nasty
team has
injury.
officially have a number 9 now. Your team officially got the number 9.
We had him. It's a
Yeah,
kid that played the Club World Cup. Now he's playing with the number 9, but
yeah.
he's not going to start over Mbappe. He's just coming from the Castilla. He's not going to start. I wish he would start, but he's not going to start. He's going
No.
to see some play time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm hoping? I'm hoping that he can fill a role like Joselu did for us when we went on that Champions League one when we had nobody. So that will be
Can
great to see.
can you give the public the name of said number 9 for people who aren't in tune with the soccer?
I don't know his first name, but I know his last name is Gonzalez.
Okay.
Yeah. I am okay. I'm afraid of one-hit wonders
That's
when
real.
it comes to Real Madrid.
That's real.
There was a Dominican player by the name of Mariano Diaz that played for Real Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of the things that pissed me off with Fiorentino Perez when Cristiano Ronaldo left the way he did, because he left on bad terms with Fiorentino
Mm-hmm.
when he went to Juventus. They give Mariano Diaz the number 7 just to shit on Cristiano's legacy. But one thing they didn't think about is number 7 was the number of Raul Gonzalez Blanco. I think at some point, it's like a lot of legends
Mm-hmm.
in Real Madrid wore that number, and you put it on Mariano Diaz, really? Now, anybody that are in the comments and that is a Real Madrid fan, please comment for me. What did Mariano Diaz do for us besides at the end of the season before they got him the number 7? He scored a couple of goals, so everybody was like, "Oh my God, it's the next big thing." And I was like, I never in my life, ever in my life, heard of a famous, or I would say top tier Dominican soccer player.
He could have been the first.
He could have. Don't get me wrong, he could have. I've heard of huge Dominican baseball players.
Yeah.
Never heard of Dominican soccer player. So I was very skeptical.
Mm-hmm.
And my skepticism was granted because the season after with his number 7, he was out of the La Liga, out of the team, and nobody have heard from Mariano since then. So when it comes to those players scoring a couple of goals and a championship and everybody's like, "Oh my God, we got the next big thing," I'm always like, let's see.
People, what he means is he's the first hater in line. Sometimes
I'm
he's
not
right.
actually no, I'm
Sometimes
not
he's
a hater.
wrong.
I'm not a hater, man. I can give you so much example from kids that came from the Castilla and people thought they were the next one. There was another one that came up with Iguain. I'm seeing his face. I cannot remember his name. There was one that came with Morata. He was the second. Well, even Morata, but he was the second. His name was Jesse Rodriguez. That's the name I was looking for. What did Jesse Rodriguez do with Real Madrid? He went to Napoli. What did he do with Napoli? What did he do with Spain? So I'm always careful with anointing the next player.
Mm-hmm.
People can tell you I was never big on Neymar. I was never big on Robinho. Yeah. So
I need to
and
sit
the
down. I
another
need to
reason
sit
why,
down.
no, I'm not rich. Okay, let's talk about it. What did Robinho do in club level and in international level?
No,
International level, I'll give you.
you can have the Robinho one. The
I'll give
Neymar
you.
one,
Actually, Robinho did more for Brazil than Neymar.
he did. but like,
Robinho give Brazil a Copa America.
but like, you saw Neymar play and you couldn't.
I saw
What?
Robinho play too. Robinho was a great player.
Wow,
He was a great solo player. Don't get me wrong. Neymar is a
wow,
great.
man.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what my issue with Neymar is. It's not his skills. If I sit here and tell you that Neymar is not a great player, you can. Probablement j'aime faire un podcast avec encore. Neymar is actually a great player, but Neymar is more like into those going at the club, going at the. I saw it with Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho robbed me of many years of joy
Hey,
because coming to training drunk, having sex like with many women the night before, and coming just before the game starts. So
consensually,
hmm? Yeah,
consensually though.
consensual.
So
So
ain't no problem.
the career got shortened.
He ain't no Ben McLemore though. So I personally, he ain't no Shannon Sharp. He ain't no Ben McLemore. He ain't no he ain't.
Ah, well, but the fun. I feel like you Neymar lacked discipline,
Uh,
and that robbed them of his career. Neymar could have been one of the greatest Brazilian player ever. You see the way Maradona, like people stop talking about Maradona and start talking about Messi.
but Maradona did his filth off the pitch too. Let's not.
No,
Maradona
but
was not a
Maradona was
saint though.
no, but he was from an era when they had no smartphones, people didn't know your business and things like that. Yo, Maradona, they arrested Maradona on a soccer pitch. What that is crazy stuff.
Maradona has his filth. That's why I'm the reason why Neymar ain't up there for me is because he's one of the most fouled players of all time. And
But
his
it's not that's what he wants you to think.
I've seen it, and his
Yo,
body
they touch
failed him.
Neymar like this, is already rolling on the floor. That's what he
Nah,
wants you to think.
he
Neymar is the player that used to fake an injury every February to go back to Brazil to party with his sister.
look, man. Yes, the man loved his parties, but also his body failed him. And
Bro,
when he wanted to be serious
his
about his
body did not
career,
fail him.
yes, it did.
What failed Neymar is that Neymar lacked discipline. Like if
He liked
Neymar had the
discipline too.
discipline required.
He liked discipline too, but his body also failed on him. His talent never failed on him. His body, yes. He just recently played like 5 games in a row, and they were crowning it like it was an achievement because he finally was able to play. He played his 5th game in a row.
Because he wants to go back to Europe so he can play the World Cup.
And then too, the thing about him too is he had the misfortune of competing for the title of best player in the world while Messi and Ronaldo were still
No, but
active.
Messi passed the torch, man. Messi passed the torch.
And if
He
he
did.
passed the torch, he wouldn't have left Barcelona.
But no, that's why he grew up. That was his home. Messi only left Barcelona because they couldn't afford him anymore.
Yeah, but it's like I'm not saying Messi wouldn't have. I'm saying Neymar wouldn't have left Barcelona.
No, Messi told him not to leave. Messi sat him down and was like, "Yo, I understand how you're feeling, but you have to know the racism over there
It's extreme.
is it's extreme, and that's what Vinicius is dealing with right now. They knew it was Neymar that gave them that Champions League, but they wanted the white men to get the prize, although he's Argentinian. It's all about the face of the league. That's why I keep telling people Vinicius didn't win the Ballon d'Or because he's too ugly.
Jesus, and he had to.
That's a fact.
Oh, that is not what I want to end on, damn it! But that is not what I want to end on, bro.
It is a fact. That's your problem, but that's the only reason why my boy didn't win the Ballon d'Or because he's ugly. When they gave it to Ronaldinho, they had nobody else. Like they couldn't give it to somebody else. And the moment that there was a World Cup, they took it from Ronaldinho to give it to Cannavaro.
Because Ronaldinho was
Yeah, Ronaldinho was ugly.
man.
Ronaldinho is a guy that get a red card and he's laughing. It's not because he's laughing. It's because his teeth were too big for his mouth.
Good God, man.
He wasn't always laughing. He just
My,
stiff was too big.
my goodness,
But that's the
man.
way it is, man. I mean, people might not want to accept it, but that's the world we live on. Because think about it, you're gonna have a face like Vinícius Jr. be the face of FIFA for a year. People are
Yes.
gonna be like, "What the hell, man?" Like, yeah.
No,
I
yes.
mean,
Yes.
I don't have an issue with that. I really don't have an issue with that. But the people who are deciding, those who are in power, they were like, "Nah, let's give it to Woody." And you know what's killing me? I heard there's a rumor that Real Madrid is trying to get Woody right now. I'm telling you, man. If
And you
I'm
and you're
Vinicius,
like, no. You're like, no.
bro, if I'm Vinicius, I'm in Barcelona right now. I'm training with Rashford.
Hey.
I'm like, I will be asking Rashford, how do you want the ball? You want it curved? You want it straight? I will be playing with Rashford right now. This is highly disrespectful, man. Like you went on a campaign against the guy because they gave him the Ballon d'Or against your own player, the player that gives you a Champions League, and now you're gonna try to get that guy.
They're sending a
Real Madrid.
message. They're sending a message. Like
Well,
you said, they don't want you.
I don't know. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to keep supporting that type of nonsense, bro.
Hey, you're here to the wheels fall off. You feel me? If I can stick with Pat Riley, you can stick with Real Madrid to the you feel me? We got teams saying with Jerry Jones. We got teams saying with the Kings.
You have
We
way
got
more
teams
patience
saying,
than me, man. I don't have that level of patience.
yes, you do, man. Yes, you do,
Yeah.
man. You here now. You here now. You still be here. Bro, you still a Brazilian fan, are you not?
All day.
Exactly. The quality of the soccer went down. Y'all haven't won anything in a while.
No, they
Like,
finally did something right. They got
like
Ancelotti.
they finally did something right, but that could all change. You feel me? Your Ballon d'Or winner didn't. Your Ballon d'Or candidates might not win Ballon d'Or this season. So I mean,
Oh,
Rafinha.
oh, Rafi.
Yeah, I don't see him
Yo,
winning.
if they give that Ballon d'Or to Lamine Yamal, I'm rioting.
I don't.
I'm gonna be wherever the Ballon d'Or is happening with my thing like
I feel.
F FIFA, F FIFA,
I feel like they're
F
setting him
FIFA.
up. I feel like they're setting him up to be like, oh, he might win. He might be the guy we pick, and then they like pick the Ballon d'Or goes to someone else entirely. I feel
Dog.
like that's what they're doing because he's been marketed a lot as because he's the youngest. They're like, oh, this kid is a candidate for Ballon d'Or. But yeah, that brings us to the end of episode two.
Yeah, guys.
Thank you
That
guys
brings us to the end, but
for rocking with
um,
us. You know what I'm
the
saying?
Washington Commanders is burning my picks right now.
I let them. You know what I'm saying? Let them. The Commanders are. You know, actually, let's. I'm gonna have this prompt for y'all in the comments section. If there's a team, what's a team that you used to root for or still root for that just they can never do anything right, but you know what you are. You know what you are. You're loyal. You know what I'm saying? You're a loyal soldier. You know what I'm saying?
There's only one.
Soldado copy film, soldado copy jump. You know what I'm saying? Like,
There's only one team for me that
what's
could
that team?
never say in my whole lifetime that will never do anything right, but I'm still working with.
What's that team?
Hmm?
What's that
Hmm.
team?
Haiti? What you thought?
That's it.
Oh well, there's only one. At least I saw Brazil win. I saw Real
Man,
Madrid win. I saw LeBron James win.
you ain't never seen. You might never
I
see.
never seen Haiti win.
Hey, let's do the U17 team. Like our teen teams are tough.
Oh, talking about Haiti though, Melchi is in the race for the Ballon d'Or, for the women's
I
Ballon d'Or.
hope she wins.
So
I hope she wins
good
it.
job,
I'm gonna
Melchi.
act a
Good job.
fool.
Good job. Good job.
I'm
Good
gonna
job.
act a fool if she wins it. I hope she does. I really hope they don't do her dirty, bro. Because when it comes to this Ballon d'Or
Remember,
stuff,
remember what I tell you?
what you just said is like ring, but like she could be a face for the
I'm not gonna say
anyway.
anything about
Anyway,
Melchi, man. I don't call women ugly.
I don't do that. I'm not
All
doing that.
women are beauty. All women are beautiful. But hey,
I'm not doing that.
those
I'm
in
not doing
power might feel different.
different. Because at the end of the day, it's who you decide, who you
At the
give
end
the
of the
Ballon
day,
d'Or
Melchi
to.
is just a kid from Haiti that has no hold like power hold. I don't think she come from a like family that has like a big name or something. So this is all the shit that they look at, man. But Melchi being nominated, it's already a great honor because I don't think we ever had a woman, a Haitian. I don't think we ever had a
I
Haitian
don't
in
think we had
Ballon
a
d'Or talk.
Haitian Ballon d'Or. I don't think we had a Haitian be nominated. So this either way,
Even
this is
even when that Manu Sano put the goal, I don't think he was in Ballon d'Or talk. So
no.
Melchi, thank you, because we needed that bit of good news. So congrats, Melchi, congrats.
And with
Yeah,
that, we'll catch y'all, next week. Like, comment, share,
next
subscribe,
week.
tell a friend to tell a friend, all that stuff. Comment down below the team that you're rocking with till the wheels fall off. We already gave you ours. Who do you want to win? Who do you want to win the Ballon d'Or? Both
Melchi,
sides, men and women. We are obviously, if you don't say that,
when it, when we
but
get the nominees for men, we can have a vote. But so far for women, it's Melchi. So with that,
and
guys, have
catch
a
it.
good week. Thank you for working with us. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace, brother.
Peace.